Sam Drinks Beer. This is a beer review. So today's beer comes from Brass Castle, who are based in Malton. It is a can of their Dark Web, a Chinook and Columbus hopped dry stout. Weighing at 4.8% in a 440ml can. This was purchased direct from the brewery. I was in Malton today and I popped in for a pint of Bad Kitty and I bought a few cans home with me, as you do. So yeah, I imagine this is going to be a bit like the sort of Kernel Stout. Should have a bit of a hop character. Yeah, let's get it poured into the glass. I mean, it smells hoppy instantly. So getting a lot of sort of like bit of sort of chocolate and coffee as it pours. Not quite got the whole can in, not the best pour in the world. Smells a bit like Guinness actually, which I suppose isn't. It is a dry stout, so that's not too far-fetched. Yeah, there is a bit of sort of a hoppy sort of smell, but also like sort of coffee, chocolate, malt. Maybe a bit of sort of like fruitiness, sort of like dried fruit, vanilla, but mainly sort of getting sort of like malty sort of coffee and sort of a bit of chocolate. Let's dive in. Yeah, instantly that just tastes like one of Kernel's stouts. Very similar to, I think, the one I reviewed on here not that long ago. It's dry as you'd expect, but it's a sort of real hoppiness from the Chinook and Columbus. To also bring a little bit of sort of bitterness, also a bit of sort of pine actually. There's sort of coffee, chocolate. The sort of consistency really does remind me. Of Guinness. There's a lot of sort of Guinness like qualities, particularly sort of Guinness sort of original sort of qualities to this. Yeah, it's got a decent sort of creamy body for a 4.8%. Right, it's not overly, it's fairly thin, as you'd sort of expect at the ABV, but it's got a good creaminess to it. No, it's really dry, but no, in a good way. Like, you know, there's absolutely no sweetness in this at all. You know, it's proper straight up, you know, dry stout this. No nonsense. I think I say that a lot about sort of stouts and porters that don't have like a junks and stuff in, but it's just, yeah, it's a proper old school style dry porter this. I don't know what Brass Castle have anything to say about it on the can, not really, just have the sort of address and the ingredients. It's gluten free as all Brass Castle beers are. So it makes them very accessible for people sort of celiacs. I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but like people with like gluten intolerances and stuff. It's good because, yeah, and you know, makes no difference to the taste of gluten-free beers. Like I think a lot of people put off, but all they do is put like a sort of like an agent in there. Sort of Brew York did explain it on one of their live tastings once about when they were on about Lion, which is obviously gluten-free, but yeah, it does nothing to the flavour or quality of the beer. But I suppose, like, you know, when people see vegan or anything like that, people instantly think it's gonna be bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. But yeah, it's a really nice, sort of straight up, easy drinking stout. I do think this is dark beers are where Brass Castle excel. I think they do some fantastic dark beers. Obviously, I mentioned Bad Kitty earlier. They do Higgy Figgy. They do that the Elvis impersonator. They do a really nice pecan one as well. And a sort of few other sort of stouts. But yeah, they're proper. They're also one of them breweries that sort of bridge the gap, I think, between sort of traditional ales and craft beer. I do some really sort of good traditional style stuff, and lovely cask ales, and then do some really sort of more modern sort of craft stuff. But no, they're a great brewery worth checking out. And it's a really nice little tap room as well. But anyway, this beer, yeah, it's a good stout. This really good stout, just simple. Simple malt, hops, yeast, water, all you need for a good stout. So yeah, rate this up. Solid 4 out of 5, easy. It's just a lovely, simple, straight up stout. So yeah, this has been a review of Dark Web by Brass Castle in Malton. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram on SamDrinksBeerYT, and I'll be on Untappd SamDrinksBeer93, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.